Good morning, campers. Rolling. We are loaded and we are outbound. It is time for us to head east. We are currently at a farm on the plateau south of Prosser, Washington, which is basically an onion farm the size of the state of Rhode Island. If you eat an onion in the United States, it probably grew up here. Just gonna throw that out there. Probably grew up here. Unless you grew it yourself, that is. I mean, there's some onion farms in like Idaho and stuff too, but like there's so many more up here. It's like this entire plateau is onions. Onions, onions, onions. It's not all one farm, but it's like just a bunch of different farms that are all together. You can literally see them from space. It's kind of impressive. Kinda impressive. I don't want to get going too fast because I don't want to get going too fast because there could be quite a few pedestrians out here. It is beautiful up here though, isn't it? Also, sorry for the hiccup in the footage. My camera stopped recording and I don't know why. So that was super annoying. I think it might be time. Might be time to buy a GoPro. Buy a new GoPro. Because the old GoPro is still not working. I laugh because it makes me sad. Yeah, we're starting to have some recording issues with the with my phone. It likes to cut off recordings like barely any, like just randomly. It'll just randomly cut off the recording, which is super annoying. I can't really stop him, but... Yep, here he goes. Gotta get to that stop sign a second earlier. Jeez. Alright, we're coming up on Highway 221. This will take us down to State Highway 14.
WA221.
Yeah, this will take us down to State Highway 14. 14 will take us over to 82. 82 will take us into Oregon. And then we'll pick up fuel at the Pilot and Stanfield. Alright. I see nobody coming from the right. That's good. And one guy, two guys coming from the left. Both flatbed. Nope, that's a four-wheeler there. Bummer. There's a four-wheeler between the two flatbeds, which is just spaced perfectly that I didn't want to pull out in front of them. Now we can go. Now we can go. Alright, left turn. Left turn on a high-speed highway. Slightly uphill. And 78,000 pounds.
Continue on this road for 8.3 miles.
Struggle up to speed. There's nobody behind me. Thank goodness. We're gonna get all the way up to speed without having anyone catch up with me, I think. We got super lucky there. This highway, 221, It goes from Prosser, Washington down to Highway 14. And it's a 60-mile-an-hour road straight across the plateau. And oh my gosh, if you do less than 60 on this road, people will force you off of the road. It's ridiculous. This highway is such high speed. I usually come up a couple of the, there's a couple of county roads that come up here as well that are also truck routes. And I prefer those personally, just because they're a little bit safer because the traffic's not trying to go as fast. There's a lot more farms off of 221 than off of, I think the other one's called like Sellard Road. One of them's like Weber Canyon, I think. Weber Canyon Road winds its way up here. That's usually the way we go when we pick up at Hartley, but we weren't picking up at Hartley today. We were at Sunset. Sunset Produce, alright. Speed limit 60. I'm so looking forward to getting back on the interstate because we've got just smooth sailing all the way to Virginia. It's going to be great. It's gonna be good. We're a little bit tight on hours, which is not the worst thing. Just means we're gonna end up starting each day earlier and earlier until we're running nights. That way we've got that way we're getting more out of our recap hours. So that will be fun. Out now, Apophis. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. I'm surprised this truck can even see the line of glare from the sun. But it's fine. Lovely, lovely weather out here today. It is just, it's 55 degrees with scattered poofy clouds. It is just beautiful. It is perfect fall weather. You wake up and it's beautiful weather outside. I'm surrounded by onions. That's maybe not your idea of a good time, but it is definitely my wallet's idea of a good time. Onion loads pay well. I love hauling onion loads. I don't particularly like onions, but gosh, the loads pay well. They really, really do. We actually got up here last night, conveniently. We did a delivery yesterday to the Walmart DC in Grandview, and then the closest place to get a trailer washout from Grandview is there's a tanker wash in Prosser that is on 221, and they wash out reefers for Prime as well. So you roll in there if they're not too busy. They just roll your reefer right in. You park underneath the rack that they use for cleaning the tankers, and they pull down one of the lines and climb into your trailer, spray it out, which is super cool. A lot of tank washes won't do reefer washouts, but this one does. They charge Prime 40 bucks a pop, which is a little bit above average for reefer washouts, but you know, pretty fair, I think, considering that's not what they typically do. And it's also not the most I paid for a washout, so I mean, I don't pay for it. Hey, cows! I don't pay for the washout. Prime pays for the washout, which is super nice. If I do have to pay for the Prime if I do have to pay for the washout, then Prime pays me later for the washout, which is like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm pretty okay with that. We don't typically have to do reimbursements for washouts very often. I did one up in Rapid City last week just because the only washout in town is not in Prime's network. So had to pay out of pocket for that one, then get reimbursed. But again, no big deal. No big deal at all. Hey, I think that's wine growing, or yeah, I think that's grapes for wine growing on our right. There's a lot of wineries up here. I'm surprised to see some growing on top of the plateau, though. Most of the wineries are down in the valley, on the north side of this plateau, the north side of the ridge. Yeah, it's definitely a vineyard of some kind. Oh, my ears just popped. Ah! Not now, Apophis. Stop that. You quit making your noises. Your funky noises. Oh, that looks fun. That hill looks fun. that make French fries and hash browns and all the delicious fried potato things that you enjoy eating, in which I enjoy hauling. Let me think. Where did we pick up fries last time? We were at a Sunbelt, which was not Lamb Weston. Where was the last Lamb Weston? I remember. We picked up Chick-fil-A French fries, waffle fries, from the Lamb Weston in Richland, actually, just across the river from here. That wasn't too terribly long ago. We've also hauled like Hardee's French fries and Carl's Jr. French fries, which are the same French fries, as well as I think Lamb Weston does Wendy's. No, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember if it's Lamb Weston at the in Othello. Othello might be McCain, actually. Yeah, I think Othello's McCain. Never mind. That's not Lamb Weston. No, Freddy's, I think, is Lamb Weston French fries. I don't know. Lots of cool people use French fries that are Lamb Weston, so that's what that is. And climb, Apophis, climb, struggle to the top of the hill. Columbia Crest Drive to the right. I assume like that's like a visitor center or something? No, that is like a country club. Okay. Fancy. It's got a gate. Very fancy indeed. Oh, I bet that's the vineyard. I bet that's the winery, because it's surrounded by... It hiccuped again.
In 1 mile, turn left on Lewis and Clark Trail Highway, WA14.
But I bet that gated drive was the winery. That's what I think it was. It was a really fancy logo, and it's surrounded by vineyards. So presumably, that was indeed a winery of some kind. We are really out in the grapes now. Way out in the grapes. And there's the beautiful Columbia River directly in front of us. Delightful.
Lewis and Clark Trail Highway, WA14.
I need you to slow down faster, Senor Apophis. Please, slow down faster. Oh, this is US 14? That was a US highway shoot.
Turn left on Lewis and Clark Trail Highway, WA14.
Does that make sense? I don't... This is State Highway 14 on my... Yeah, see, it's State Highway 14 on this side. I don't know why it had the US 14 shield on that. Maybe it used to be 14? It's like former US Highway 14 or something. This is a state highway now. Stop! Hello, horses. Nobody coming? Nobody coming. Come on. We do not wish to go to Vancouver. We wish to go to Pendleton. Plymouth. Sorry, Plymouth.
13 miles.
I know where I am. This is apparently the city of Patterson, Washington. City maybe a bit overselling it, now that I've mentioned that out loud. Oh, that's neat. That's a walking floor hopper trailer, but it had extensions on it, so it was taller, which increases the capacity of the trailer, because you make it taller, it's more volume. You increase the volume by increasing the size of, you know what I mean. Neat modification to a common trailer. Washington is one of those states that allows higher gross vehicle weights than a lot of others, so you might see trailers that are common in the rest of the country designed for holding exactly 80,000 pounds, like combined with a tractor to be exactly 80,000 pounds and haul the most possible crops. And then you can make them a little bit bigger for Washington to get that extra 20 or 30,000 pounds on there. Increase the capacity because you can. Just because you can. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I have no idea if what I even recorded is usable since it cut twice in the middle of it. thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Elio Dare. You can find me on the internet at Elio Dare on Xbox Live, Steam, Nintendo Switch, which I think I've purchased the new Pokemon game. I have not yet successfully installed it because Wi-Fi. So I own it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Also, come say hi on Twitter. And showers and veggies. That's an interesting. That's like clearly intended to advertise to truckers. Showers and veggies. Come say hi on Instagram or Twitter. Twitter's the best place to get a hold of me. I check it like every time I stop. You can also just leave comments below the videos because my videos are not made for children, so I still have comments. Oh, YouTube is losing its mind over that, aren't they? There's a Lamb Weston plant right there. I wonder what they make here. Presumably some kind of potato-based product. Yeah, YouTube losing its mind over finally having to follow the Children's Online Protection Act, COPA, which is they should have been doing from the beginning. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. We're not like a toys channel or something. If you're making content that is intended for kids, it really sucks because it completely demonetizes it. But it's like that stuff never should have been monetized in the first place. And YouTube letting people have entire channels aimed at kids was not a good thing. People are freaking out because YouTube is pushing this onto the creators. It's your fault if your content appeals to kids, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal, honestly, because it's the FCC that levies the fine, and the FCC is staffed by people, and they're not going to like go after you. Like if your content is made for other adults or basically anyone over the age of 13, you're fine. Like no one is. They're going to have their hands full dealing with the channels that actually make content aimed at younger audiences and claim that it's not. But to try and go after any particular other YouTubers that might have content that is seen as family friendly, but not necessarily aimed at kids. So like, I try not to swear on this channel, so my content is technically mostly family friendly, but I am transgender, so all of my videos are tagged with LGBT and trans and stuff, because that's just a super easy way to immediately get filtered out of the YouTube Kids app. And I never know when I'm going to talk about that stuff, so I just leave them in my tags for every video. So yeah, I will basically never have to worry about that. But yeah, so, yeah, not particularly worried. Not particularly worried. There is nuance in it, and eventually it's going to come down on YouTube to actually enforce the stuff. Like, if you're making content that is aimed at kids, like, or they're just going to have like a sign-up thing. Woo! It is windy. They're going to just eventually have to, like, enforce the, you know, if you've got kids under 13, they need to not be watching YouTube. It's that simple. Just, like, prohibit that. Like, the fact that there is an entire YouTube Kids app is, like, the most, like, just the most problematic thing. It's like, it's an entire app for children's content, for filtering content to just be the stuff that's good for kids. Still ad-based. You don't have to pay for it. So YouTube's going to have to switch eventually to making, if they want to keep having the kids, the separate kids ecosystem, that's eventually just going to have to be a paid service, I think. Because I don't think they should be, like, they're not going to end up running ads on that and making any money. So that's probably how that's going to shake out. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Also, if you haven't already, it is super awesome if you sign up for YouTube Premium. It's like $10 a month, and it removes all the ads from all the videos. So it's like the most annoying part of YouTube. Just $10 a month and it's solved, and it also means that the YouTubers that you watch make more money off of the videos. So that's a super cool thing. It's good for you, it's good for us, and It also unlocks some bonus features on the YouTube app, like you can download videos to your phone, or it enables background play on YouTube, so you can alt tab to something else while you're, or like if you can write notes and stuff and leave a YouTube video playing while you do other things. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's, you know, highly recommended. You can also watch every episode of Impulse without having to wait week to week, which is a delightful show that exists on YouTube. It's based on a book that I adore. The season 2 is rolling out week to week, but it's already completely online on if you have YouTube Premium. So check that out. The books it's based on, it's a novel called Jumper that was turned into a movie like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I know time. 18 years ago, it was turned into a movie. But the novels are excellent. The movie was but the novels are great, and the TV show is great. The novels are Jumper, Reflex, Impulse, and Exo by Stephen Gould. And Impulse is obviously based on Impulse, which is the third book in the series, which is about the kids of the people from the first 2 books. The kid, singular, of the couple from Jumper and Reflex. So, yeah, great books, great movies, science fiction, teleportation, awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye!